You know, it's African. And so this record was given to me finished, and Chris Blackwell hated it. So he says, can you redo this record from scratch? And I volunteered to do it, not knowing what the can of worms I was opening. So once I got it, it was terrible. So I rewrote the music. The only thing from the original is the vocals, some of the guitar work, and some of the percussion. Everything else, new key, new instruments, everything. So there's an instrument called the SPX80, which is a box that converts pulses to MIDI time.
Okay.
So what I did was I would hear the record and I'd take a cowbell with a microphone and I'd be tapping quarter notes. And what I was doing at the SPX80 was programming the beats per minute. And so then what I did was I kept the vocal, kept some of the guitar work, and I started with a guy named Lester Mendez who did the keyboards on this, and we started writing together. New progressions, new textures, new drums, new bass, everything. And so that was an amazing project. That took a couple of months to do it every day. And I would lock the doors of the studio so nobody could come in, and I would just start experimenting. So if it sounded stupid, nobody caught me falling down. And I would just experiment, changes and all that, until the song would be, and then we go to the next one. Then I flew him down to redo some of the vocals. And that record, it came about by doing that.
Do you still have copies of this, or no?
That record's out.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Mark brought that, not me.
It's amazing.
I have it in my house somewhere. But I never listen to this stuff ever because I just hear but this one I like this album.
Yeah, you feel like, man, you know the back end of it.
All of this is new. You hear that bass line and the little thing, all of that is new.
Wow. I gotta send you some of, my brother and I produce a lot of stuff too, so you can listen to it and see what you think. Stuff that we always keep very, I have enough with my time here on the radio, but just stuff that we do on the sideline, and it's we've never done too much with it, but I'd like for you to hear it, see what it's more disco oriented, but well produced, and fun instruments and stuff like that into it.
If you have any more songs from this album, you can go to one that's very disco oriented. Because I love dance music, In fact, when I was in a band called Foxy that was very big in the disco area, and so that's in my DNA as well.
Nice.
There's a couple tracks on there that are very, in fact, I might have taken a part from a Yellow Magic Orchestra song, either on this record or Angelique Joe. Yellow Magic Orchestra had a song, I think it's called Popcorn, or forget the name of it, but I took part of that line and put it in there. And who's the guy who did Mama Sa, Mama Sa, Mama Kosa?
Shit, I have the record.
The saxophone player. I brought him in to do that, play on that tune. And Mano Dibango. And he came in and did his thing on it.
One of the reasons I picked this one was because it's so underproduced. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah. This is
and the value of knowing what not to put in seems to me genius as knowing what to stick in.
This is a movie, so you listen to this and you find yourself in a certain topography that that gives you hills. And when I wrote, I'll tell you what, when we used to write music, I would say I want to write this music where in the valley there are these women washing their clothes, and beyond the hill are these guys that are usually warriors, but they're happy today because the rains finally came. And over here the children are playing, and where the guys are doing their chanting, there's these bamboo things going down, and that's how I would write, thinking those kind of three-dimensional things.
Like zones, kind of.
Zones, and have a very visceral, mean rhythm with a very romantic and hopeful change. Again, the contradiction, and which gospel brings.